Salute, salute, man. Salute to the internal indigenous spiritual most high. You know, none of that colonial stuff, man. Y'all know how we roll around. We roll with the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how uncomfortable it may be, we roll with the truth. Trolls only God and your mama can love you. And last but not least, where would I be without that infamous, notorious, traditional one time? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can only get that here. One time? Yeah. All right. It can never be imitated or duplicated. Just can't do it like the originator. So it seems Danielle, always number one. Always number one. Happy Sunday to you. Happy Sunday. You know what I mean? Happy Sunday to you. Always number one. You keep it at number one spot, I see. Keep it at Pammy right behind you. Pamela! What's good, Pamela? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Oh, we going in today. We going in. We going in. I'm glad to see the sisters popping up. I'm glad to see the sisters popping up. This ain't about y'all, no. You know what I'm saying? But I just know y'all give good feedback. So I'm glad to see the sisters popping in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, we gonna wait, get a few more people in here, man, and we going in. We going in. So if you notice the past couple of weeks, I've been going to All Things Theology on YouTube, and I've been following um Pastor Brian Carnes. He was another one of these prosperity gospel preachers who would say whatever he needed to say to get in the pockets. And he preys on women like most pastors. They're womanizers, in my opinion. But I think that's factual. Okay. Um, so we also know that he was just recently sentenced for tax evasion. The man claimed like $17,000 on his tax returns or something like that, and actually made like 1.2 million. So he got off a little bit. Turtle peace. So he got off a little bit. As we come in, moderators, I need y'all to be the ones to hit that like button. Let's get us in the algorithm so we can have a darn good show tonight. A darn good show. If your name is in blue, please, please, please hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button. All right, so he got a slap on the wrist, gets 9 months in prison, and he had something like 60 days to turn himself in, something like that. Okay, may not be too precise, but I'm going from memory. So this guy tells a sister to sell her house to pay her tithes, bring him the money. He says some crazy things to lots of people to get the money. And when y'all hear me say things like y'all give y'all money to these lying pastors, but people could sit here and tell the truth and never, ever, ever, I don't like using the term blessing, never ever find favoritism or giftedness, you know what I'm saying, with those receiving the message. It hits hard. It hits hard. All right. Because the conscious community, we care more for you than these pastors do. These pastors care about keeping you mentally brainwashed, and they care about basically getting in your pockets to the best of their ability. Um, can we please hit that like button as we come in, please, ladies and gentlemen? I'm glad to see everyone. Thank you for stopping in. We're not dealing with any trolls tonight. We are gonna roast and have our fun. We're gonna do that. We're gonna roast. We're gonna have our fun. So please, please, please don't start nothing because it will be something. Don't start nothing because it will be something. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no bonnet, silly. It's for dreads, dummy. I know you not black. Here we go already. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, y'all. Pastor Brian Carr. So we know he was sentenced to 9 months. Guess what he does 2 days after his sentencing? Watch this. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get the like button up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hit the like button, please. Let's hit the it's free. It's not gonna hit you back. If it hits you back, let me know, and we'll personally jump his ass. Okay, we'll jump that like button. We'll jump the heck out of him. Hit that like button. If he hit back, we gonna gang his ass. Hit that like button. We ain't playing with it. Let's hit that like button. He swing back, let me know. We gonna gang. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Tear his ass up. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Beezy. You know what, ladies? Y'all want? Can we get Can we get the garlic and the sun? Here we go. Before we get into it, let's warm up, y'all. Just cause it's nightfall where I stay don't mean we can't bring the sun up. Can we get those sun emojis? Can we get those sun emojis? I see some vampires about to go bye-bye. They're about to go bye-bye. Can we get the sun and the garlic emojis? Sun and the garlic emojis. We got two vampires that's about to go bye-bye. Well, we don't need the sun. I like to see them go poof. Oh, I see some sun right there. All right, I'm gonna call out some names. Y'all make them go poof. I see some sun. Richard McDonald, make that vampire disappear. Breezy Too Easy, make that vampire disappear. Breezy Too Easy and Richard, make them vampires disappear. Make them go poof. Make them go poof. Pow, thin air. Yeah, I like that. I like that. And thank you, Anna, for dropping that like. I appreciate that. And thank you for dropping that sun as well. That's how we do it. Let's get the lights up, y'all. We don't do them vampires, man. We put the sun on them. We put them UV rays on them. We bring out the garlic. We bring out the silver steaks. We watch them go poof, just like they did in Sinners, y'all. Just like they did in Sinners. We ain't dealing with them trolls. We ain't dealing with the vampires, y'all. We ain't doing it. They ain't gonna suck up our energy. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna suck up our energy. So let's get into this.
Brian Carn still has not learned his lesson. Look, guys, we're going to talk about it here, all things theology. I'm your host, K-Dub. 2 days after his court, being sentenced to 9 months in prison, he has 45 days to turn himself in. Look, we talked about all that in previous videos. Well, he preached a sermon 2 days later.
Thank you for that, Danielle. I appreciate that. Thank you, Danielle. Danielle says, like and subscribe, and don't forget, hit the membership button to Mr. Uncut Consciousness. Yeah, I like that. We bite. Hey, Slim Jones McGeezy. Oh, what's good, soldier? Salute to you, man. Salute to you, man. That's what's up, man.
You're in Georgia. And guys, this one's bad. No.
Breezy came in here with the bull crap, Turtle. He came in here with the bull crap. What's up, Dougie? Turtle Peace. He got one more time. We're going to hide him again. Now, this one on you. You unhit him. I'm going to let you have that because I trust you and I got mad love for you. He made one more snippet comment. He out of here again. It ain't no point and no returns. You know what I mean? No point and no returns. Lancer 615. Hey, we got all the day ones popping up. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Turtle Peace, didn't you just unhide him?
It's bad. It's bad. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about it. Got a lot to talk about here.
Tonight, honor is the seed for longevity. Honor your loving father, Bishop Gates, may be. The word of God says, honor is the seed for longevity. Your honor may prosper and live as strong as your honor. If your honor is low, your money will be low.
He's telling someone right now, if your honor is low, then your money is going to be low. Why do these pastors always refer back to money? Why is it about money? What is the best way to play on people's mental that you know are already struggling from an inflated economy, already struggling from oppression, already struggling from disabilities that might keep them from working, already struggling for whatever purposes? It could be childcare, whatever those reasons are. Why do you play on those people's intelligence and their mental, talking them out of their hard-earned money when they're already rubbing two pennies together for your own selfish greed, man? That's my problem with these pastors. That's my problem with Christianity, man. And that's my problem with a lot of my brothers and sisters too. Y'all got to see through this. These are retired D-boys. Y'all know what I mean by D-boys. They ain't on the streets no more. They tired of doing fed time. So they hustling legally in the church because ain't no tax on that money either, just like it wasn't no tax on them being a D-boy. Somebody better hit me. Somebody better hit me. Let's get that like button up, please. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's get that like button up. Oh, we going in today because y'all know how I am. And every Sunday I reserve the right to get on them Christians' heads, y'all. You know what I'm saying? To get on my brothers and sisters' heads who are still walking around here indoctrinated and blind. You know what I mean? Blind. And you wonder why you're still struggling. It's the things you're believing in. It's Christianity. It's that Democratic Party. Right now, it's the Republican Party too. You understand what I'm saying? So believing in the government, believing in the people who run the government, believing in these made up religions, this is all oppression. At some point, you have to free yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You have to free yourself. You have to gain peace while you're enduring hell, especially when it's not you inflicting the hell on yourself. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't here to play tonight. I'm not here to play tonight.
Wait, no, wait, what? I don't know if you heard him, but he said if your honor is low, your money will be low. There is no biblical passage you can go to make the connection of if you honor people.
No disrespect to you. No disrespect to you. Okay. No disrespect to your all things theology. But no y'all go to all things theology and y'all subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to all things theology if you do follow, you know what I'm saying, the Bible and stuff like that. I ain't trying to knock you. You know what I mean? I'm just putting the truth out there. What you do with it, that's you. All right. It's your decision. But what I want to say is this has gotten to the point to where if you can't see through what's going on, these pastors, we've all been to church. These pastors don't preach salvation anymore. They don't preach repentance anymore. They don't teach anymore. It's supposed to be all about salvation. It's supposed to be all about and being able to interpret, you know what I'm saying, what's supposed to be God's word, the Bible. How did everything get turned around? How did TD Jakes get rich? How did Creflo Dollar get rich? How did Kenneth Copeland get rich? How did Joel Osteen get rich? Hell, how did Brian Carnes get rich? How did Michael Todd get rich? How are all these pastors getting rich? These pastors are working less than you while you're laboring. Some of y'all are in the construction field. Some of y'all in the medical field. Some of you, man, come on, man. And you know you are working your butt off. That sun is hot. You tired of clocking in. Seems like you just got home and now your alarm clock is going off again and you got to get up and go back out here and get it again. You spend more time at work than you do at home with your family. Huh? But they're making more than you by simply opening up a church and selling you a blessing, selling you a miracle, selling you a lie, selling you salvation. So if you're not all right clocking in for someone and being at that job longer than your home, then how are you all right going to voluntarily give this man your money on a Sunday, knowing you're being lied to, knowing ain't nobody came and saved you yet? You still got to clock in tomorrow. And now you got to make that money back you just gave this clown because truthfully, you needed that for gas. You see these gas prices. I ain't here to play tonight. A lot of y'all done felt that way. A lot of y'all have felt that way. But this is what this is designed to do. Is to keep you from thinking for yourself. That's why they tell you not to doubt. Because if you start doubting and you start searching for the truth, you will find it. You will find it. You will find it.
Well, you'll have this prosperity and money. Look, this sermon is going to be a big money grab and also vindication of him in this court trial. We're going to see more of that language in a bit. Listen to this.
Honor to see for longevity. The Bible commands us to honor everybody, right? We're commanded to honor kings. We're commanded to honor authority. We're commanded to honor mother and father. How many people are you supposed to honor the person next to you? We got the first.
I have to. I have to. I have to. Before you left them out, before you kicked them out, you know, where's that statement? Living for Christ Jesus. I believe in Jesus and I am saved from my sin and I will have eternal life. What, when you die? You can't have a prosperous life while you're here? Huh? You're saved from what? You just admitted you're still going to die. You're saved from what? Saved from what? What's up, Jackie? Saved from what? I'm far from an atheist, okay? But this whole King James Bible, Roman Catholic Church indoctrinated BS they done had us on, this has got to stop. This has got to stop. I hope y'all believe in a tooth fairy too. I hope you believe in a Loch Ness monster, the Sasquatch. You know what I mean? Come on. This has got to stop. Now, y'all think it's cute when your children got imaginary friends. They pulling out the dinner table, to share at the dinner table for their imaginary friend. They passing the butter to their imaginary friend. They want to sit beside their imaginary friend. They can't eat for talking to their imaginary friend. I just don't seem to talk back. And everybody think that's cute. Ladies and gentlemen, if your ass is grown and you still got that imaginary friend you are talking to, and you are still pulling out that chair to the dinner table, and he ain't never showed his ass up, you always cut the butter for him. He can't cut it himself because he ain't there to cut it. It's a problem. You need to go get all kind of mental health evaluations. And the same man, King James, wrote a book called Demonology that's sold on Amazon. How to call on demons. What does the Bible do? Teach you how to call on spirits and demons. You don't know who you're talking to in that book. You just know what someone told you. Then someone passed that down. It's just like how Bedwitch got turned into a game of spades in a black household. Y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear me though. I'm gonna say it again. It's no different than how Bedwitch got started with the military, the black soldiers in the military, and got passed down to black families all across the country as spades. Oh, y'all don't hear me. It's no difference. It's no difference. Yes, he was a homosexual. And there was other people in the Bible who were homosexual. Other people in the Bible. And I thought about this today, right? And this is about the Bible. Here's what I thought about. We can sit here and we can Google how many people God unalived in the Bible, which is like millions, trillions. And we can sit here and Google how many that so-called Satan in the Bible unalived. And it was none. They're just going to reference Job, but he couldn't have did that without God's permission. Okay. But then I think about this. Genesis 1:26 says, "Come, let us make man in our image and our likeness." And then I just read where someone said, "I am forgiven for my sins. I get eternal life." And we can count how much evil that God in that Bible has done. And if we're created in the image and the likeness of that particular evil ass God, then that explains why we have some evil ass people here on the face of this earth. That's just how I see it. We still sin, so he died for nothing, didn't save us from that. That's what I'm talking about, Jackie. This is all like mental. This is this is mental chains. They took off the physical chains and put on mental chains. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Real talk. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. This is crazy work right here. And these pastors benefit from it. The pastors, right there says in the Bible, you're not supposed to praise man or have faith in man. How beautiful are the feet of the one that brings you the message. Look at these pastors. Y'all talking about Donald Trump. These pastors have been to prison too. Y'all believe in him. Y'all believe every word he say. You hang on to it. He mix some words together, make it sound like he's speaking in tongue, but it really sound like broken French. It's Creole. It's something. It ain't real. There's no anointing behind that. It's game. It's putting on a damn good show. It's entertainment. Entertainment. I can sit here and tell the truth and don't make a damn dime. And whoever sent me the five right there, thank you. Y'all got past me. Please put them in the chat. I don't know who it was, but I want them recognized. Whoever sent the $5 super gift, I want them recognized. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Living for my Christ Jesus. Listen here, partner. I bought you back just so I could ridicule you. Now you ain't gonna tell me what to do on my platform. You can kiss my non-believing Jesus ass. How about that? Huh? How about that? That God is evil. Let me give you a homework assignment, which you probably won't do it. Right now, Google how many people did God kill in the Bible. Google it. Google the most evil things God did in the Bible. Don't worry, I'll wait. And can someone else Google that for me too? I'm going to show y'all something. Somebody Google, what I'm saying, evil things God did in the Bible. And someone else Google how many people did God kill in the Bible. And then if you want to, Google how many people did Satan kill in the Bible. I'm going to show y'all something tonight. Y'all are brainwashed. But I'm going to be patient with you tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be patient with you tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm still slandering him. What you going to do? Pray for me? Huh? What you going to do? Pray for me? Hmm? No, that's not mercy. That's not mercy. Wiping out a whole world is not mercy. That is not mercy. Y'all fighting for gay rights right now. He took out a whole two cities, Sodom and Gomorrah. And y'all around, you'll get fired from your job right now if you don't call a man a missus and he want to be called a missus. What is you talking about? That ain't mercy. That is not mercy. Hey, remove the moderator's hat because I told you I believe in God through Jesus. Hey, Pamela, that's all fine. That's all fine. That's all fine. There you go. You're free. That's all fine. Yes, Jacqueline. White man did write the Bible. The original Bible in Ethiopia, no. But the Bible that's got everyone so gone over Jesus, yes. And in the Ethiopian Bible, it says Yeshua. It doesn't say Jesus and or Lord. So people are getting this twisted. What up, King Fire? What up? What up? People are getting it twisted. But hey, like I say, that's their team. I'm gonna let them rock with their team, but it's not gonna change the truth. It's facts over feelings. And we say it all the time. There's no evidence, there's no argument. If there's no evidence, there's no argument. It's too much evidence pointing to it being fake, pointing to it being weaponized against black people. All that slavery in the Bible, and you still got black people that defend it. Women were raped in that Bible and forced to marry if they got pregnant from the rapist, they were forced to marry him. Forced to marry him. But you're gonna die for that Bible, though. You're gonna believe in that. It said that you can go from country to country, continent to continent, collecting slaves. And if you collected women, little girls, you can keep them for yourselves. Even when they were grown, you can let the men go, but the women you keep for yourselves. And you're okay with that. Well, be okay with it. Be okay with it. Be okay with it. That same rainbow they're using right now for the LGBTQ community, did God not put a rainbow in the sky as a promise to where he would not destroy the world again with water? Did he not do that? Where does that symbol alone come from? Where does it come from? But that's your team. I respect that. But you better know what the hell you representing around here. Because you may be representing something that don't mean you no good. It's just you don't understand it, and that fear is in you. That fear is in you. Some of you believe in Jesus more than you believe in your damn selves. You ain't never saw Jesus. Never saw Jesus. But you've used that God in you plenty of times, even when your children needed something. You got up and you made it happen. You could have laid on your ass and waited on Jesus. Said a quick prayer, got back in your bed and laid down. You didn't do that. You got up and you sprung into action. You made that happen. That's the God in you. That's self-empowerment. See the difference? You see the difference? Some of y'all are afraid to live while you're living. So you're waiting and you're convinced to die and you think you're going to live after you die. Then what good is living in the physical if you can't, man, if you got to wait till you die to live, what good is you being here right now? I just got to say it that way. If you got to wait till you die to have something, then why the hell you still here struggling with nothing? Make it make sense, ladies and gentlemen. And I ain't trying to disrespect nobody, but I'm going to tell the truth about this. Y'all are scared to go to hell and be punished by the devil for disobeying God when that same devil was kicked out of heaven for disobeying God. What the hell do the devil care about you disobeying God? Why did God need a damn rib from a man to make a woman, Eve, but needed a 12-year-old virgin, Mary, for Jesus? What was the difference? To take away the value of a woman? There's not too many passages or books in the Bible that even respects a woman. But yet, women are out here with the Me Too movement fighting for those rights, right? The whole feminist movement, the whole sisterhood. Make this make sense. And it's our black women that's indoctrinated the most. A black woman would tear down a strong, conscious brother, but build up a homosexual black man. Real talk. They'll smile on a homosexual man, a homosexual black man face. Teach him how to be homosexual. Teach him how to be feminine. Then you got a man on here telling you what's really good, and you want to lead the black man back into indoctrination when the black man was put here to lead and to take you out of it. But you're too busy being indoctrinated and smiling in a homosexual black man's face, but tearing down a real strong black man that's put here to teach you something and guide you correctly. Come on, man. Make it make sense. You know you can't get a woman from a rib. No, you can't get a woman from a rib. But that's what black women do. That's what a lot of these black women do. Sit here and talk mad crap about a black man. Be a heterosexual black man. You a piece of you this, you that. The only type of black man a woman don't tear down is a homosexual black man. And it's funny, that's the only type of black man the police don't kill either. Is a homosexual black man. Somebody talk to me, man. I told y'all I'm not here to play tonight. I'm not here to play tonight. I'm not here to play with y'all tonight. It's facts over feelings. It's facts over feelings. Slim Jones says, you're going to punish me for not serving you when it was already written that I wouldn't and you knew I wouldn't. Why? Right, 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 right. It don't make no sense, man. It don't make no sense. But suffer for what you believe in. Just know what you believe in is not factual. For something to be a fact, there has to be truth to it. So what you believe is just a perception of what you believe to be true. It is not a reality. It's what you chose to believe. I chose to believe that Kobe Bryant was one of the best I ever played the game. And I still believe that. Some can argue that. Yeah, F your feelings, we spitting facts. Yeah, you still got to get up and go to work. I tell y'all all the time, when your car break down or that car won't start in the morning, touch the hood and pray. Touch the hood and pray and have faith. Speak in tongue while you're praying. Speak in tongue while you're praying. Walk in the house. Have a hot cup of tea. Go back out there and start that car and see if Jesus start that car for you. See if God start that car for you. You know what I'm saying? See, you right, I have a truck. You right, I don't have a car, I have a truck. But see if Jesus start that car for you. Huh? I bet you it's going to take a human being. Huh? What you going to do? Instead of thanking that human being, you going to thank Jesus? That human being just scraped his knuckles up doing that. He used the power in him to fix your car, to get your children and you back and forth on your commutes. But you're going to give that to somebody you ain't never seen. Pray and touch the hood and ask Jesus to fix it. Next time you go to church, if you a usher, if God needs your money, If Jesus needs your money, y'all take all that money in that collection plate and throw it in the air towards heaven. If it come back down, give it to the people you just robbed. Real talk. If that money come back down, give it back to the people you just robbed. God don't need your money. At least that's what I was told. At least that's what I was told. That's what I was told.
You're commanded to honor everybody. But the word of God says that the brethren who watches for your soul, they don't just get honored, they get honored times two.
Now, it's true what he's saying because he's talking about the elder who watches over your soul does receive double honor. Now, what that means, we're going to hear what this entails because I disagree with the application of this. But
it's always about money. Why don't these pastors give back? Why don't these pastors throw fundraisers? Why don't they give back? Why aren't they fixing the streets in the community? Why aren't they adding traffic lights, street lights? You know what I'm saying? Why? 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 Come and y'all get caught up with this whole prophesized thing, man. Do y'all know how easy it is to run that game, man? Many people on the earth suffer from the same thing. Do you know how easy it is to pinpoint someone vulnerable, someone gullible, and just spit at them? It's no different from hollering at a female that you want. Females is no different from y'all doing whatever it takes to get a man's attention that you may be interested in. You just have to say the right things. And because you wear the title of a pastor, that gives you a little clout. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, $1 million homes and nice cars. What you need that for? You a pastor. You just a man of God. Didn't Nat Turner preach to the slaves? Why didn't Nat Turner have all that? I'm just saying. Who forgave Nat Turner? Y'all know what they did to Nat Turner? Well, y'all know what they did to that? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Terrence. Somebody with me. Somebody with me. Somebody with me. Somebody know their history. Someone knows their history. Thank you, Terrence. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. But why didn't Nat Turner have all that? You know what I'm saying? Why didn't Nat Turner have all that? Who turned the other cheek? Who forgave Nat Turner? Because there was Christians that did what they did to him. There was Christians. And a lot of y'all would say he was acting in the spirit of God when he did what he did. But the Bible still says thou shalt not kill either way. And I love me some Nat Turner. How do I remind everyone of Cat Williams? Everyone says I talk like Cat Williams. I'm talking like me. I was just having this discussion, you know what I'm saying? With another little buddy of mine today. You know what I'm saying? Personal little buddy of mine. That's crazy. How? How? And then I know he should try comedy. I wonder if he's funny. I'm not funny at all, pimping. And if I wanted to sound like Cat Motherfucking Williams, this is pretty much what Cat Williams would sound like, pimping. Now I'm just a throwback reject broke version of Cat. That is what they tell me all the time. I am Timu Snoop and I am Amazon Cat. That is who I am. If you don't like it, pimping, feel free to hate on me. That is all I'm saying, pimping. Time is money. Time is motherfucking money. Money, motherfucking mic, pimping. I am not playing with y'all tonight. Where were you when these roaches was trying to break in my shop? That is what I want to know. You are dismissed. Don't play with me, y'all. Don't play with me, man. Don't play with me, man. You gonna ask me something stupid? Do I hate white people? Why white people hate black folks? Let me ask you that. Let me ask you that. Why do white people hate black folks? See, I hadn't even said nothing about the right. See, y'all notice I ain't said nothing about race. Certified salute FBA convo. Y'all notice I ain't say nothing about race. I ain't said nothing about color. Nothing. Nothing. See, y'all, let them tell it. I started this. They want to run and report me. They bring it to me every time. Every time. Leave me alone, pimpin'. I am working right now. I am on the job. I am clocking in. Now, I don't know where you from, but when it's time to make that money, we got to make our money pimping, cash rules, everything around me. I just don't know where you from. I can't do it. You see these gas prices? I need money. That is all I'm saying. I need money. What's good, insatiable? What's good? What's good? Now, I like that comment. Real spirit knows no color. See, it's all about content and character. But it ticks me off to hear white people ask us if we hate white people. Common sense will tell you we have every reason to hate white people if we wanted to, but we're not hateful people. We're not built that way. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for retro sake. We're not built that way. We can have an awareness, we can have a prejudice, but we're not built to hate anyone. You know what I mean? We don't come like we don't come that way. We don't come that way. And I think I speak on behalf of majority of the black community when I say that. If we have every reason in the world to hate you, and we still don't, because we know it's not all of you. We know it's not all of you. It's come on. All the black people in here tell you we ain't built that way. See that? I don't hate no one as long as respect is mutually given. You know what I'm saying? Not in our nature. See, I told you that ain't how we. I've been black going on 49 years. My grandma was murdered by a white racist, and I still don't hate white people. You know what I'm saying? I still don't hate white people. Yeah, it's certain groups of people. It's certain groups. It's stupid that hate someone because of their skin color. Who in the hell got to choose their skin color and their race? Who? I didn't get to choose my height, my skin color. Hell, I didn't even get to choose religion. I didn't get to choose what school I was going to go to. I didn't get to choose my name. I didn't get to choose none of that. None of that. None of that. It depends on the content of character. But at the same time, white people, not good white folks, white people. At the same time, when we're talking about our history, when we're talking about reparations, when we're talking about what we're owed and what our people have gone through and what we're still going through by the hands of a faulty, systemic, racist government, that's where the divide comes in between black and white. There should be no divide. It should still be that same civil, cordial understanding. But it shouldn't be that. Listen, that's where the divide comes in. That's where the colorization comes in because one community benefits from it and the other community still suffers from the effects of it. And until we bridge that gap, there's always going to be some type of division between black and white. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. No, spirit doesn't overcome race. You know what I'm saying? No, spirit does not overcome race. What overcomes racism is actually paying your dues. Learning how to say you're sorry and helping that group of people, that group of ancestors, those generations who still suffer from what you did, helping them heal, paying those debts, dropping those taxes, giving that land back. You did it for everyone else. That's where the separation comes at between black and white. And again, I think I'm speaking for majority of black folks right now. So no matter how cool everyone is, I'm glad, and that's what we need. But the separation comes the minute we mention reparations. See, there it is. There's no debt. What did I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all that's when the separation comes in? You know what I'm saying? Didn't I tell y'all that's where the separation comes in? I just said it, and look what he put. But there's no debt. You know what I'm saying? There it is. I told y'all. I told you. So it's not me that's hateful. It's you guys pretend to like black people until you're held accountable. And then we are held accountable by those black people, and we start talking reparations and that unpaid debt. Now you don't want your lifestyle and your stability disturbed because you benefit from everything that our people went through that's keeping us oppressed right now and at the bottom economically. So now you show us your true color. So you being nice to us is just your representative. Because when it's time for politics and when it's time to make things right and when it's time to heal that group of people you've somehow always opposed and afflicted, then the narrative changes. Then the narrative changes. They don't want to be friends then. You get the real them and not the representative. This is easy work. This is easy work right here. It's easy work. Easy work. And I just called out a majority of them. You see they're not speaking up. You see they're not speaking up. Now it's funny, a majority of the moderators look like me, some don't look like me, but everyone's agreeing with me. Because that's good folks. You know what I'm saying? That's good folks. Look, I told y'all they always bring their racism, they always bring their homosexuality. You know what I mean? Always. Too bad I don't have a Christian around to rebuke you, sir. Too bad I don't have a Christian around to rebuke you. Y'all, Pamela ain't said nothing else since Pamela say, take the moderator's badge. I believe in Jesus. I'm saved. We ain't heard nothing else from Pamela. This government is a problem. Because I need to be repaid a debt. Who needs to target dog? I'm not understanding you. But I'm saying racism. I'm saying racism. I'm saying racism. I appreciate that, Charles. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, Charles. But it's the truth. And this church don't help. This church does not help. What's a lesson you wish you could tell younger men so they don't make the same mistake? There is no lesson you can tell them because they're going to go their own route. They have to learn from their experiences and learn from their mistakes. That's what grooms men. It's either going to make you or break you. All of us men in here today, we learned from the mistakes we made. We didn't learn from people protecting us. We learned from making those mistakes. So I would say just don't make a mistake that you can't come back from. You know, that's all I could say to someone and be genuine about it and be real. Because we're all going to make mistakes. That creates our learning experiences. That creates our learning experiences. It becomes our template to think things through. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. 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 All right, King Fire says no taxes, no loan denial, free education and healthcare, at least 10 acres per family, etc., for at least the next 10 generations if they can't up reparations. I'm there with you. I'm there with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm there with you. I'm there with you. All right, thank you. And I happen to be in Florida. I happen to be in Florida, Charles June. Thank you for that, Charles June. Thank you for that. You know what? You know what? You know what? We might have lost the moderator tonight, but we just gained one back. Congratulations, Charles Jones. Congratulations. You know what I'm saying? We need stronger black families because our women try and run over genuine dads. That's the man's fault for not checking the women. I'ma just say it. That's the man's fault for not checking the women. Believe it or not, that same woman that like to be in control is still a woman. When she see a man taking control, that's a turn on for her. A lot of them are trying to be strong men because they can't seem to find strong men. So when you're with a strong-minded woman like that, you just have to be the strong man that you are. She'll fall back. She'll fall back. She'll fall back. Never gonna happen. They who have in abundance want to take even more. That is true. That is true. But we have to realize that it is still up to us. You can overthrow your government. I'm not saying do that. I'm not trying to condone any type of no nothing. You know what I'm saying? We're just having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? We're just having a conversation. But no matter what, they're always going to owe those reparations and things will never get better between black and white until that's taken care of. And what my good fellow white patriots don't understand, when we bring up reparations, we're not targeting you. You've never owned a slave. You've never passed not one racist law, one racist policy. You never built not one Confederate statue and sat it in a courtyard for everyone to see as they walk past it. Okay? Not you. So y'all lose y'all minds when we bring up the word reparations. But let me show you something. It is the government who did that. It is the government who owes it. And even the white people who have to up the land because they were falsely sold this land, they would be compensated too by the same government who's compensating us. So it's a win-win for everyone. It's a win-win for everyone. That's why I don't understand why white people get so mad. Y'all buy property all the time, flip it and sell it. So if the government is telling you, well, we have to return this land back to the indigenous owner, but we're going to be giving you this for it, which is the value of your land today, you know what I mean? Then what are you mad about when you flip this land anyways? Thank you. I appreciate that, Slim Jones McGeezy. You know, I was feeling a little cold up here, man. I was like, damn, they don't even do the pastors like this, man. You know what I'm saying? So thank you. Thank you, Slim Jones, for the $5 super chat. You know what I mean? I appreciate that, man. God, man, I appreciate that. I try not to pass around an offering tray. I be thinking that people are just gonna be nice to me sometimes. And I just sit here and I started broke and I ended broke, but there's always something that someone can take from my live streams. You know what I mean? I'm giving you everything that you need for self-empowerment. And these are things that I had to go through and learn. You know what I'm saying? I had to go through and learn. Real talk. So I just had to, I don't know, man. It's like I'm growing, man. I was just telling my friend today, I was like, I'm just growing. I'm growing. And it's like things are slowing down to me and more starting to make sense to me. And I don't know. Sometimes it's like an out of body experience. Sometimes it's like an outer body experience. Yeah, definitely. Let's put Slim in the chat, y'all. Y'all know how we roll around here. Let's put Slim in the chat. Slim, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Look, they can't offer me none because they lying pastor took everything today. You know what I mean? They not even taking pennies nowhere in America no more. I'll take the pennies. I'll take the pennies. You know what I'm saying? Change add up. I'll take the pennies. Let's get back to the story.
Forgot to add one thing that's in the text, or he dropped something. It's those who rule well. You have to rule well to get this double honor. And clearly he does not apply. Watch all the things he says here.
So the word of God says, somebody shout double honor. I always say that you can't properly do double honor.
That's not the part I was interested in.
On his life.
I haven't been to the grocery store in months because
I just fast forward to the part I want y'all to hear. Hold on.
This delivery service offers hundreds of high quality non-GMO.
This is how you obtain the blessing. Stand for the pastor when he walks in. Well, I guess when, because they stand at attention and salute for a sergeant, well, that means you're supposed to do that for your pastor. You see, you can create all these qualities of what you're.
Let me ask y'all a question, right? A common sense question. And I know someone's going to bite on this because there's lots of Donald Trump, MAGA loving people out here. Okay, let me ask y'all a question. How do y'all think black people feel every time they say no to reparations or they don't have the money for it? But we're watching them spend all this money on a stupid, senseless war in Iran that we started, America started, and we're watching ourselves and you pay for it at the pumps, in the grocery stores, and everywhere else. You're being taxed regardless. You are being taxed regardless. So it's okay to tax the American people, to take Iranian lives, but it's not okay to tax American people to make reparations. You know what I'm saying? And reconciliations with the people you murdered that built this country. Make it make sense. You have the money. It's there. You have a plan for everything else. Have a plan for that. Have a plan for that. Yeah, we don't get anything. Black people are the only ones that never got it. And then they'll sit here and tell you, see, here go one right here. Yeah, but you didn't do anything. Yeah, but you're still living off the generational wealth created by those who did do anything. I suffer from racism every day. I know what it's like to get stopped by police and be harassed. Do you know what it's like? Do you know what it's like to constantly have your area patrolled? No, you don't know what that's like. Do you know what mass incarceration is like? Huh? Do you know what that's like? Do you know what it's like driving while black? Do you know what it's like being turned down from jobs because you're black? Do you know what it's like having to go to a shitty school? Do you know what it's like having to stay in a shitty neighborhood? Do you know what it's like dealing with a white racist like yourself? Do you know what it's like as a black man or a black woman? No, you don't. Shut the hell up because you didn't do anything either.
To do when the pastor walks into a room. How about the pastor spend more time focusing on being
Yeah, it's already there for Iran to get reparations. It's already in there for Iran to get reparations. But Iran is busy showing America how no other country pays taxes, how every other country has free health care. You understand what I'm saying? Iran is showing all of that to us through their videos. We're the laughing stock. We claim we own everything. You don't own anything in this country. If your home is paid for, you are still paying taxes on the land. If you miss paying those taxes, what happened to your home and the land? Huh? You don't own anything. I own my truck. I still pay taxes on it every year. I still renew a tag. You don't own anything in this country. You're taxed for everything. And then they'll tell you stop playing victim because they were the victimizers who benefited from everything. I didn't bring up race. They did. Right. They take it. I didn't bring up race. They did. Who are the real Native Americans? There's no such thing as a Native American. That's a title. Again, that is part of the Erasure Act. That is a title.
honorable instead of demanding what honor he should receive? You know, an honorable man doesn't really look to get all these kind of outward expressions of honor, right? You know, he just wants to focus on himself and be honorable, but that's not Karn.
I'm gonna teach you how to access the.
Don't time anyone out. Don't hire anyone. Just remove their comments. This is a game that they play to take you out of the algorithm. So just remove the comments. If we necessarily need to hide someone or time someone out, we will. But just remove their comments. Take their voices away if they become too much.
So let's say Pharaoh God in my life, and it's because I have learned.
So the hand of God is on his life. This is how you obtain the blessing. Says no Bible verse in the Bible. Well, he's got some more.
You have the red people that were native and black people. Those red people came through the Bering Strait, Ellis Islands, Siberian Asians. They were imported here. They're not real. But the black people you reference, they were the indigenous. They were the tribal Indians, not Native Americans, indigenous. That's why I asked you that. No, 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 no. We're talking. We're talking. That's why I asked you that. You know what I'm saying? But they're not called red. They find that disrespectful. That's why they changed the name of the Washington football team. You know what I mean? We were the originals. Those red people you speak of were imported here. They were imported here through the Siberian Bering Strait, Siberian Asians, man. They migrated this way. They're not real. They're not real.
stuff to say. Listen to this here.
Thank God for that.
I'm not here to lie to y'all. I'm not here to be racist. What do I gain from being racist? Hell, I'm being truthful and I can't even make money. So what am I going to gain from being racist? That's just going to make me look ignorant. One thing you can't do is argue with someone who refuses to argue. And I'm not going to sit here and look ignorant knowing that I refuse to be. I'm just no. Yes, we were already here. If y'all go back and look up Christopher Columbus documentaries, he left many accounts saying that we were here. We beat them here by at least a freaking century, man. By at least a freaking century. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else. The Moors also built America before Christopher Columbus and colonialism even touched down. Now, some are gonna want to challenge me on that too. But I'm telling you, it's true. Go look it up. Go look it up. The same Moors that helped Europe and Rome when it fell, the same Moors that helped Spain, this are the same Moors who came to America and built America up as well before colonization even touched down. These are facts. This is what I suffer for trying to make money on YouTube, speaking the truth, people coming with racism because they can't accept the truth. And it's right there, man. The lies should have quit when the internet hit. You know what I'm saying? The lies should have quit when the internet hit. It don't matter how many history books you burn. You got an internet. It's a giant cloud of information. You know what I'm saying? It's a giant cloud of information. No, they say I'm just giving credit. I'm being verbatim with the history that I've studied. The history that I've studied shows that there were Black Egyptian Moors here, at least by the 14th or 15th century. Now they had seafarer and all of that. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? They were able to travel the seas a lot earlier than the Europeans were. So we don't know when they got here, but the accounts I see the most are at least the 14th to 15th century. That's what I see the most.
I want you to trust me tonight. Listen,
Trust me.
and be careful. I got you good. I just gotta be careful. Say something. You know, we're gonna give up to the Lord. We're gonna trust the Lord and I get it. And it is obvious. It is.
We don't know what America was before it had a title. We don't know what America was before it had a title. We can argue history. We could talk about what it was called, who owned it. It was, listen, it was a landmass without a title. You know what I'm saying? It was a landmass without a title.
Obvious that I'm not here for life.
How is it obvious? He never explains that part, right? But what we're about to hear on.
Okay, Travis, we're gonna have a conversation. Do you understand what FBA means? Do you understand what indigenous means? Do you know that Black people were indigenous to all land globally, even outside of Africa? Even outside of Africa. You ain't from no damn Africa. Africa don't give a damn about you. That's just a lie they told you to assume your resources. You're indoctrinated. There's nothing about you that's African. Nothing. Your ass from right here. You ain't got no African cousins. You mixed with Indian. You done heard that all your life. If you black, I don't even know you. But I guarantee at some point you done heard you got some type of Indian in you. Now let's talk. Let's really talk. Let's really talk. I'm waiting, Travis. Let's have a dialogue, my man. So why is everyone bringing up Africa? But when you talk about white people, no one's bringing up Europe. No one's bringing up Germany. No one's bringing up Ireland. No one's bringing. Why? Why? Do you see what you've been taught? They're not true Americans. You're sitting here talking about Africa, Africa, Africa. When's the last time you heard a white person talk about Europe, Germany, Russia, any damn where else where they're originally from? And they are originally from there. Our ass is originally from here. Think about it. There it is. My grandmother had Cherokee blood, I believe. Now, I don't know if you're black and or white, so I'm not going to agree or disagree. If you're black, I can agree. If you're white, I'm going to say stop the cap. I'm going to say stop the cap.
Is literally a demonstration of how much money he wants.
This is how you can uncover all the secrets of your family that no one ever told you.
There is a platform where you can search.
In light of
That's what they taught you to do. They erased who you were. Look up the Eraser Act, my man. Look up the Indian Removal Act. Look up the Racial Integrity Act. Look up the Homestead Act, the $5 Indian Act, the American Colonization Society. You know, there's so many different. Come on, brother. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. It's too much proof out there to lead you right. And we steady want to go wrong out of a fear of an imaginated God that they gave you to control you, to take the sting off of you. You around here calling yourself a king, but you hanging up a picture of a white Jesus in your home. Are you serious? Are you serious? Can somebody tell me, can you name one of the 10 commandments that these people didn't break to maintain control, supremacy, order, economic control of all finances in the country? Name one of the 10 commandments that they didn't break. Name one time that they turned the other cheek towards black people and said, you know what, hey man, we actually love you. Here we go, we gonna make this right. Name one time. Name one time they exercised that fear of God or worried about going to hell for the evil shit that they did. Name one time. Right. They don't talk about Europe because they wanna claim America, knowing that they're foreigners. So if you don't know who you are and you never find out where you're from, then it's easy for them to assume your resources and your land just like they did everywhere else that they colonized and conquered. There it is. There it is. I told you, y'all have to take the mental slayings of indoctrination off, man. I don't care what color Jesus was, the bastard didn't exist. Understand my point. If you don't believe me, go research the first council of Nicaea, 325 AD. The first council of Nicaea, 325 AD. Let me say it again. The first council of Nicaea, 325 AD. I'm telling you, I just gave you Jesus' birthday. If you look at that, you will see where 318 bishops wrote Jesus into law as divine, as God's son. Why would you have to write anything divine into law? Huh? Why would you have to write someone that's already divine? Why would you have to write a God into being a God into law? Yeah, you're going to your colonizer for a job, going to your colonizer for your education, going to a colonizer for your religion. God dang. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Are y'all sick? Black people. And y'all wonder why we stay down so long and we still, boy, they said they're gonna make it last for 200 years, boy. They done about double that. We just will not wake up from this. I am in awe right now that we cannot think for ourselves, that we cannot think free and lead free. We are natural born leaders, but we are indoctrinated followers of bullshit. I'm not believing this, man. Yeah, mental. Yeah, I'm actually, man. I had no clue there was this many of us walking around here just uninformed and indoctrinated and just being nice little cordial little Negroes. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. Just being token Negroes. Wow. Talk about blind. You're telling me that the Ethiopian Bible predates 325 AD, but you're not listening. I said I just gave you Jesus' birthday when he was written into law as being divine when I said the first council of Nicaea 325 AD. It has nothing to do with an Ethiopian Bible predating what I just said. You're actually helping my argument because that Ethiopian Bible you are referencing did not believe in Jesus. It does not mention Jesus. It says Yeshua. It says Yeshua. And back then, they believed in Horus and Osiris, not Jesus. So, yes, the term Christianity has always, always, always been a title, but the prophets have always changed in Christianity. That's what you're missing. That's what you're missing. You need to listen a little bit closer. Listen a little bit closer. If you listen, you won't make those type of mistakes. If you listen to what I'm saying, you will not make those type of mistakes. And Jacqueline just nailed it. J wasn't even in the alphabet. It wasn't even in the Hebrew alphabet. Yes, Ethiopia was never colonized or conquered. Ethiopia also still uses a 13-month calendar. A 13-month calendar. They were never conquered or colonized, which means that their religion was never rewritten. The way they knew Christianity associated with their black magic, their voodoo, and that's what y'all are missing because they consider Jesus and Christianity just like they consider their magic. They have Magic Day over there. Look it up. It's called Magic Day, where they do voodoo and all type of magic with herbs, spices, dances, nature, everything. Look it up. All of that was associated together. But y'all seen the only reference Christianity.
When the girl was up there, she was on quartet music. And the girl looked like she was on phone, and she was looking at me.
Christ didn't exist. It was plagiarized. Who is this Seattle person? This person is starting to get under my skin, but I'm trying to be patient. You are so indoctrinated. I don't want to talk to an indoctrinated religious individual, man. There is no talking to y'all. I can easily piss on your head and tell you in the name of Jesus, you better consider it rain. And you're going to consider it rain. You're going to consider it rain. I could piss on your head right now and tell you that Jesus told me to tell you it was rain, and you got to believe it's rain. What do you mean, Seattle? That makes no sense. Jesus didn't exist. Yeshua in the Ethiopian Bible was not referring Jesus. It was not referencing Jesus. You're missing it. You're missing it. Goodness gracious. Christ only means anointed one. Most of y'all are anointed to do whatever it is you're doing right now. That's all Christ means, anointed one. Who the hell is Christ? Don't you know Jesus was a popular name back then? Don't you know that? Jesus wasn't even the only Jesus in the damn Bible, man. Do y'all know what y'all defending? Do y'all even know what y'all defending, man? That shit's so made up and all over the place, y'all. Man, I don't pray, but if I did pray, boy, I would damn sure be praying for all y'all, because y'all Christians, boy, y'all are just, oh my God, boy. Oh my God. Listen, I'm gonna just say it like this. If anything ever breaks out in this country, and we need black people to stand up, you know what I'm saying? If we ever need black people to stand up, we don't need y'all Christians and we don't need the homosexuals. Y'all stay back with the children. Y'all stay back with the children, and we gonna help fight for the children. But all y'all Christians and the rest of y'all on y'all own. Y'all on y'all own. Real, this don't make no sense. Turn the other cheek, forgive your oppressor, kiss their feet, do whatever you need to do. If something pop off and we have to stand up and fight for us, fight for black, I'm not fighting for a damn Christian black. I'm not fighting for a damn homosexual black. I'm letting you know. I ain't got no sins. I'm human. If God created me, then that means that motherfucker full of sin too. Didn't he say, come let us make man in our image and our likeness? Didn't he say that? Didn't he unalive all the people in the Bible? Don't know white people unalive people too? Didn't they unalive people in the Bible as well? Huh? Don't judge me. Repent for your own damn sins. Because I'm way more righteous than you are. I'm way more righteous than you are.
I'm not here for money, but I'm gonna get your money.
My goodness, man.
You got to stop doing.
This man just said, I'm not here to get your money, but I'm going to get your money. He just said, I'm not here to get your money, but I'm going to get your money. And I feel the need to go ahead and teach real quick, y'all. We going to stay on this religion thing, but I'm going to cover some other things too. But I'm going to educate y'all tonight. Black people, we got to stop this. We got to stop.
Every lighter still runs on butane, the same.
We got to stop. If you are too weak to see through, every day you tell yourself, I'm in a spiritual battle. This is spiritual warfare. You right. And the only person you're fighting is your damn self. Yes, confused Christians. That is your spiritual battle. You are battling yourself. You're indoctrinated. And then your conscious self is telling you, hey, this just might be some bullshit, but you find yourself because you scared and you are afraid that you are dying and to go to hell and be punished by a man who disobeyed God, his damn self. You're going to be punished by somebody who never did anything in the Bible but tell the truth. Did not the Bible did not the snake tell Adam and Eve, if you eat of this tree of knowledge, you will gain knowledge? Did God tell them not to eat of that tree? He didn't lie to them. They ate the tree, gained knowledge, and saw that they were naked. What the hell? What did the devil do wrong versus what God did wrong in that Bible? God let bears loose to maul people because there was people picking on other people's hair in the Bible. You sent bears loose to maul people for some get back. For some get back. It's in the Bible. Jesus had Bible study with the devil on top of a damn mountain in the Bible. It's in the Bible. I don't understand this. They erased Elijah and turned him into John the Baptist, and nobody noticed. It's in the Bible. And y'all defend this stuff, man. Y'all defend this stuff. You might as well call it Bible study. You might as well call it Bible study. You might as well call it Bible study. You might as well. It wasn't a KKK meeting. It wasn't a G6 summit.
Fuel from 50 years ago. That's exactly why they died on you when you need them most.
When you think about
that Bible says that a man beat a donkey running back into town. You know what I'm saying? Beat a donkey running into town. Anyways, while you're trying to be technical, saying temptation isn't Bible study, why were they meeting? Why were they meeting? Was not Jesus quoting scripture to the devil? For it is written, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. Was he not giving them scripture back? That would be Bible study. That will be Bible study in today's times. That will be Bible study. I ain't heard y'all name a 10 commandment yet that they ain't broke. I ain't heard y'all name a 10 commandment yet that these people ain't broke to maintain power and supremacy and control of your damn mind. You know what I'm saying? I ain't heard y'all name one yet. I ain't hyped up, Shauna Ray. I'm passionate, but I ain't hyped up. God's the ultimate killer, and that's why thou shalt not kill, because God doesn't need you to kill. Right. God did all of that. What's up, Sean? You snuck in on me. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is, man. We got to wake up from this.
racial equality and civil rights, which political party comes to mind?
I told y'all this Christian stuff and politics, preferably this Democratic Party. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this, y'all. God ain't in no control. White people are in control. Who do you think that God, boy? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What's good? Oh my goodness. Oh my God, boy. Oh my God. Black people, did y'all know oh my God. Oh my, we ain't ready. We're not ready. We are not ready. We are not ready. I doubt we ever be. We hell no, hell no, hell no, hell no. I will not fight side by side with my brethren. Damn that. Hell no. My brother ain't gonna drop to his knees and start praying. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to be praying, but we need to be swinging and y'all gonna be praying. Hell no. I ain't standing side by side with y'all. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no, boy. Hell no. No. If I got to lay it on the line, boy, everybody got to lay it on the line equally, boy. Y'all won't fall back on me trying in the name of Jesus. Hell no. No. Got me out here on the front line. No. No. Hell no. Hey, I love my black people, boy. But if you don't love yourself enough, I can't do nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? What you mean be careful when I'm discussing the Father? What you gonna do? Pray for me? Huh? What you gonna do? You gonna get rebuked? What you gonna do? Huh? What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? Look at this fool. You have no love for your neighbor, then you don't know God at all. Why, I tell you what? What color are you? What color? You got to be black. 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 I'm telling y'all right there, that was like a Jesse Lee Peterson right there. That was a Jesse Lee Peterson. You know what I'm saying? They can't send me to hell. You know what I'm saying? They can't send me to hell. I'm not indoctrinated like them. They talking about loving their neighbor. They loving the same people that's lynching their black ass. God dog it, boy. Whew. Whew, black people. Did I just tell y'all I can't fight for all y'all? Whoever made that comment just then, I can't fight for them. I don't have to fear of the unknown. You know what I'm saying? Boy, you ain't talking to no Jesus clown. Jesus ain't said a damn word to you. That's just something y'all say to try to get people to believe the lie you telling. Jesus ain't told you nothing. If Jesus was real, Jesus could have tapped me on my shoulder and told me his damn self. The hell Jesus needs you to tell me something for? You know what I'm saying? Shut up, man. Shut up. Oh my God. Shut up. You sound worse than a pastor. Oh, God just told me to. God ain't told you to tell nobody nothing. Hey, Shauna, what's up, Shauna? I can say hello, Shauna. You know, I can give it to you, Shauna. You know what I'm saying? I can give it to you, Shauna. Hell no to the no, no, no. Jesus ain't told him nothing. God ain't told him nothing. I'm gonna tell y'all something. When a pastor or a religious person tell y'all God or Jesus told me to tell y'all something, that's just like somebody from the hood or from the street saying, man, on God, man, on everything I love, man. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, man. It's the same thing, man. On guard, on guard. You know, it's the same thing, man. Y'all, come on, man. Y'all got to wake up. Y'all can't always look. Y'all making us look real weak right now. Y'all making us look real soft, boy. Y'all got to stop this. Y'all got to stop this, boy. Oh my God. Y'all got to stop this, boy. The Bible is the only authority on God's word. Why would God put everything in a book? Why would God limit himself to a book? I'm just saying. He wouldn't leave an audio tape at least. It's gonna be a book. A book. Golly, boy. Whew. Yeah, they don't want you to. They don't want me in the church. I would shut them churches down, boy. Hell no, I ain't scared of lightning. I ain't superstitious either. See, that's that fear. That's that fear. Jacqueline say, Robbie, if Jesus was talking to you, if you hear his voice, it would scare the hell out of you. If you had it in your heart, you wouldn't need a book. Do you believe there is a monotheistic power? Why are you worried about what I believe? I believe in me and the power of me. I believe in the power of that sun out there and the power of nature. I believe in the power of truth. I believe in the power of being a good person. The power of sending out good energy so that you get good energy back. You know what I mean? I believe in being truthful. You know what I'm saying? No, you're not blocked, Pam. Why would I block you, Pamela? Pam, why would I block you? That's your team. I'm not gonna block you for your team. I respect you regardless. You ain't did nothing to me, sister. I rock with you regardless. You believe in yourself, then you make yourself your own God. I use the God in me. Then the Bible say, come to. Oh boy. Bible study is in class, y'all. I can't believe we finna do this, but we finna do this. We finna do this. Oh my God. We finna do this. Bible study is in class. Oh boy, all y'all that don't know the Bible. Yes, God is in me. Yes, I'm a lowercase God. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yes, all of that. Genesis 1:26. Then God said, let us make man in our image, according to our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea and the birds of the air and over the cattle, over all the earth and over every creeping thing that creeps on earth. Key word in our image and our likeness, and this is God talking. So yes, I do have God in me. Yes, I am a lowercase God. Yes, I am. Genesis 1:27. So God created man in his own image. In the same image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created him. Come on, man. Come on, man. I ain't worried about no rooster crowing 3 times. Right? That's all the religious shit y'all believe. Keep that to yourself. Keep that to yourself. Y'all most scared of it. If y'all are that scared of God, I suggest y'all keep y'all hands off them damn children. If y'all have that type of fear, then have fear of touching them children too. Have fear of passing racist laws. Have the same type of discernment. Come on, man.
On the Republicans or the Democrats? Most people would probably say, when you think about racial equality and civil rights, which political party comes to mind? The Republicans or the Democrats? Most people would probably say the Democrats, but this answer is incorrect. Since its founding in
I don't play, man. I don't play. I don't play. And as y'all can see, I get on here and I tell the truth. See how much money I make? Barely anything. A pastor can lie to y'all. A teacher can lie to y'all. You see what I'm saying? And y'all giving them everything. 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 I'm telling you the absolute freaking truth. Absolute truth. Whether you believe it or not, whether you receive it or not. I take a risk every day. Want to know why I'm single? Because I know what I do online. I'm not going to bring someone else into this and let them be a victim because someone hates me. If you want me, come for me. Don't come for something I love. But I will sacrifice myself for the truth the same way y'all so-called Christians are sacrificing yourself for a lie. For a lie. That's what it is. For a lie. Y'all are really around here waiting to die so you can live. Spell devil backwards. Lived. Spell God backwards. And that's why you're getting dogged the F out by every other ethnic group here on earth because you are waiting to live instead of living the way everyone else is living. Live instead of existing. You're existing just to die. Why not live until you die? It makes no sense. You're waiting till you die to get a so-called mansion in heaven, but you won't work your ass off right here to get a mansion while you living physically. Are you kidding me? You waiting to become a damn spirit? You're waiting to become a damn spirit. Let me ask y'all something. Who can verify it? Who can validate it? Who's gonna know if you went to heaven and or hell? Who can come back and say, yep, I got my mansion, I got streets to go? Who can come back and say they got their 12 virgins? Huh? Because that's the fear that they're playing. Man, if you can't take nothing materialistic with you when you die, not even your physical body, how the hell are you gonna have a mansion in heaven? How the hell are you gonna have streets to go? Don't tell me I don't understand it when I've gone to Bible college and my father was a minister. I do understand. I do understand. I don't care about no mansion. Can't nobody save nobody from dying. If Jesus was that good, why the fuck you dying? Why are you still sinning? If he died for everybody's sins, why are you still repenting in Jesus' name? Make it make sense, y'all confused assholes. Now you're making me mad. Golly. It's in the Bible. Those mansions are in the Bible. So evidently you don't read the Bible enough. Those mansions are in the Bible. So again, evidently you don't know your own book. Evidently you don't know your own book.
1929, the Democratic Party has fought against every major civil rights initiative and has a long history of discrimination. The Democratic Party defended slavery, started the Civil War, opposed Reconstruction, founded the Ku Klux Klan, imposed segregation, perpetrated lynchings.
Yeah, don't time anyone out. Just remove comments. Don't hide anyone. Don't time anyone out. Just remove their comments. If it gets to the point to where we have to put somebody out, y'all know we'll put up the sun and the garlic. If y'all see somebody need to be put out rather than, you know what I'm saying, remove, put up the sun and the garlic and get my attention. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we roll. We'll try. We're going to stick together regardless. Y'all know how we roll. Okay, let's get into this. Let's get into this. Let's get into this because a lot of black people don't know. We're told to vote blue no matter who. Let's get into this. Let's do this now.
When you think about racial equality and civil rights, which political party comes to mind? The Republicans or the Democrats? Most people would probably say the Democrats, but this answer is incorrect. Since its founding in 1829,
Ladies and gentlemen, please support the truth. I shouldn't have to say it. I'm reading everyone's comments. Most YouTubers won't read your comment unless you send a super chat. I'm kicking it with everyone. Okay? I'm telling you where to go to find this information. I'm giving you truths. I'm running up my bills. A majority of y'all are agreeing with me, but you're not supporting the cause. You're not supporting the cause. There's membership buttons, there's cash apps, there's super chats, there's gifts. There's so much we can do to support our people, but here's proof that we don't. But if we go against our people, then we're tethers and we're raccoons and we're sellouts. Do y'all see the position that we're put in? If we speak for our people, we get nothing. If we speak against our people, we make everything. Now tell me you don't know someone black who speaks against black as if they were white and they're not hurting for a damn thing. They don't have to ask for support. But I get on here and I give you that self-black empowerment. I give you the truth. I get on here with nothing. I get off here with nothing. But you guys come and soak up knowledge for free. So I'm going to start making the chats members only and subscribers only. And I'm only going to start answering questions from moderators. If your name is in blue, I'll address you. I'll read your comments. Okay. At some point, I need my respect. I need my dues as well. Now, I'm not sitting here in a fancy suit lying to you, speaking in tongues and everything else. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. I'm not fooling you. I'm not playing on your emotional intelligence. I'm not playing on your faith-based system. I'm not playing on your fear. I'm not indoctrinating you. I'm giving you truth. I'm giving you facts. I'm giving you history. I'm giving you empowerment. But I'll suffer for the cause too. I'll suffer for the cause too. Black people, we didn't fund Obama and we got mad because Obama didn't do shit for black people. This is why. This is why. He did exactly what he needed to do for the people who funded him, the homosexual community and the Spanish community, those dreamers and those DACA communities. That's why Obama did what he did. Black people, ain't no Democrat, no Republican, no nobody gonna support us until we learn how to support us, until we learn how to fund us, until we learn how to finance us. But you'll take $1 and run to a white man's store and break bread with him the minute it touches your hand. But you can't bless a black man for giving you knowledge and uplifting you and empowering you. I got to be dressed in a suit and be singing goddamn hymns that's meant to work against you and telling you lies about Jesus to make something on here, man. It's sad. And that's why I don't come on live much. If y'all are wondering why I don't have a set schedule, no, I don't make nothing when I come on here. And the game is to be sold, not told. Pamela, I appreciate you, sister. Thank you, Pamela. The game is to be sold, not told. And I'm giving you the game. This is terrible how we treat one another, man. It's terrible. Let's put Pammy's name in the chat, please. Black people, we don't support nothing. We don't. We quit to say unify and do what other people do in black power, hoorah, hoorah, hoorah. We don't support a damn thing. But when you go to church, all that lying ass man got to do is pass around some damn silver trays. And y'all know what time it is. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense, man. And we can't even be real with each other. We all go through the same shit. Our kids go through the same shit. Our parents went through the same shit. Our black go through the same shit. And we keep doing the same shit to each other. But a pastor will get by. Come on, man. This, whew, man. Wow. This is terrible.
When you think about racial equality and civil rights, which political party comes to mind? The Republicans or the Democrats? Most people would probably say the Democrats, but this answer is incorrect. Since its founding in 1829, the Democratic Party has fought against every major civil rights initiative and has a long history of discrimination. The Democratic Party defended slavery, started the Civil War, opposed Reconstruction, founded the Ku Klux Klan, imposed segregation, perpetrated lynchings, and fought against the Civil Rights Acts of the 1950s and 1960s. In contrast, the Republican Party was founded in 1854 as an anti-slavery party. Its mission was to stop the spread of slavery into the new Western territories with the aim of abolishing it entirely. This effort, however, was dealt a major blow by the Supreme Court in the 1857 case Dred Scott versus Sandford. The court ruled that slaves aren't citizens, they're property. The 7 justices who voted in favor of slavery, all Democrats. The 2 justices who dissented, both Republicans. The slavery question was, of course, ultimately resolved by a bloody civil war. The commander-in-chief during that war was the first Republican president, Abraham Lincoln, the man who freed the slaves. 6 days after the Confederate Army surrendered, John Wilkes Booth, a Democrat, assassinated President Lincoln. Lincoln's vice president, a Democrat named Andrew Johnson, assumed the presidency. But Johnson adamantly opposed Lincoln's plan to integrate the newly freed slaves into the South's economic and social order. Johnson and the Democratic Party were unified in their opposition to the 13th Amendment, which abolished slavery, the 14th Amendment, which gave blacks citizenship, and the 15th Amendment, which gave blacks the vote. All 3 passed only because of universal Republican support. During the era of Reconstruction, federal troops stationed in the South helped secure rights for the newly freed slaves. Hundreds of black men were elected to Southern state legislatures as Republicans, and 22 black Republicans served in the U.S. Congress by 1900. The Democrats did not elect a black man to Congress until 1935. But after Reconstruction ended, when the federal troops went home, Democrats roared back into power in the South. They quickly reestablished white supremacy across the region with measures like black codes, laws that restricted the ability of blacks to own property and run businesses, and they imposed poll taxes and literacy tests used to subvert black citizens' right to vote. And how was all of this enforced? By terror, much of it instigated by the Ku Klux Klan, founded by a Democrat, Nathan Bedford Forrest. As historian Eric Foner, himself a Democrat, notes, in effect, the Klan was a military force serving the interests of the...
Now ask yourself, why are black people raised to vote blue no matter who? That tells you that our parents were doing the best they could, and all they had to pass down were the lies that was passed down to them. So if we are in an era now to where we are seeking the information, we are doing the work, we are curious enough to want to understand the process of why, and white people know this stuff already. We don't. And like I said, I'm giving it to you. I'm giving it to you. And I struggle to try to make money and make a living on YouTube. And newsflash, I'm disabled. Wish I could work. I got 2 bad discs in my back because a drunk driver ran a damn stop sign and T-boned my vehicle in 2015. And I still do side jobs. So yes, I had to find another means. My means was telling the truth, speaking up and speaking out, because no one had a problem with it when Charlie Kirk was doing it. No one has a problem with it when these lying ass presidents do it. No one has a problem with someone speaking up and speaking out when it benefits other communities. But it seems like even my community has a problem with realness, speaking up and speaking out because we suffer. But people who lie to you make the living. People who lie to you, you have faith in them. People who keep you hoping, who's telling you you're cursed, who's convincing you to wait until you die to live, these people have no problem paying their damn bills. Make it make sense. People are simply doing the best that they can. Our parents, our great grandparents, they did the best that they could with what the little they had to work with. And that's what we are required to do. Do the best we can with the little we have to work with, because the little we have right now is more than they had then. We have a cloud of information that tells us. They did not have that. There was at one point our ancestors couldn't read. Yes, they could read, but if they got caught reading, they were punished. Yes, they could write. If they got caught writing, they were punished. Yes, they could speak. If they got caught speaking out of turn or speaking against a white man, they got punished. Do y'all realize how good we, damn it, got it right now? And we still won't get it together. Still won't get it together. We ain't suffered the way they suffer. And we ain't damn sure fought the way they fought. I'ma say that.
Democratic Party. President Woodrow Wilson, a Democrat, shared many views with the Klan. He resegregated many federal agencies and even screened the first movie ever played at the White House, the racist film The Birth of a Nation, originally entitled The Klansman. A few decades later, the only serious congressional opposition to the landmark Civil Rights Act of 1964 came from Democrats. 80% of Republicans in Congress supported the bill, less than 70% of Democrats did. Democratic senators filibustered the bill for 75 days until Republicans mustered the few extra votes needed to break the logjam. And when all of their efforts to enslave blacks, keep them enslaved, and then
Alicia Barnes, it was sometime during that summer because I know I was just coming back from dropping my daughter off. I had weekend visits with her and I was dropping my daughter off, so I know it was sometime that summer, like June and July.
Keep them from voting had failed, the Democrats came up with a new strategy. If black people are going to vote, they might as well vote for Democrats. As President Lyndon Johnson was purported to have said about the Civil Rights Act, I'll have them voting Democrat for 200 years.
I'm going to run that back because I don't think y'all heard that. I'm going to run that particular part back because I don't think y'all heard that. Listen, my black brothers and sisters. Listen, kings and queens. I swear, all I want y'all to do is just listen and learn. We got to get it. Come on, y'all. We got to do better than this. We are knowledgeable, powerful people. Very knowledgeable and powerful people. Let's get this. Listen, y'all. Listen to what Lyndon B. Johnson said.
Failed, the Democrats came up with a new strategy. If black people are going to vote, they might as well vote for Democrats. As President Lyndon Johnson was purported to have said about the Civil Rights Act, I'll have them voting Democrat for 200 years. So now, the Democratic Party prospers on the votes of the very people it has spent much of its history oppressing. Democrats falsely claim that the Republican Party is the villain, when in reality, it's the failed policies of the Democratic Party that have kept blacks down. Massive government welfare has decimated the black family. Opposition to school choice has kept them trapped in failing schools. Politically correct policing has left black neighborhoods defenseless against violent crime. So when you think about racial equality and civil rights, which political party should come to mind? I'm Carol Swain, professor of political science and law at Vanderbilt University for Prager University.
There it is. There it is. Now, I'm not saying conservative party is better, but those Democrats have never meant us any good. If you've been voting Democrat for 90 years and they've done nothing for you in 90 years, if an old white man with dementia can look at you and say, if you don't know who you're voting for out of me and Donald Trump, then you're not as black as you think you are. Come on, people. Come on, people. Come on, people. You can't name not one damn thing they did for you, not even reparations. If they understood why the hell they got right there on their website, they are not entertaining any conversations about reparations. That is the Democratic Party. You will get it from the Republicans before you get it for the goddamn Democrats, and the Republicans sure as hell ain't gonna give it to you. Real talk. They both have the same agenda. They hate black. They're not going to level the economic playing field between a black person and a white person. It's not going to happen. So you have to start funding and financing and grooming your own damn politicians and your own damn independent party. But you can't even fund and finance and groom a black damn truth speaker on the fucking internet. We got work to do. Real talk. We got work to do. I couldn't stop my father for what he wanted to do. And at one point, I wanted to be a preacher too. You heard me tell you I went to Bible college, Suncoast Bible College. I just didn't finish. That's where I began my awakening process as I was learning this stuff. You heard me mention earlier, they turned Elijah, a black man in the Bible, at the end of Malachi, into a white John the Baptist in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and nobody said a word. I wasn't going to let that fly. I wasn't going to let that fly. Look it up. Let me give it to you. We pulled out the Bible earlier, right? You know what I'm saying? We pulled out this Bible earlier, right? So let me give it to you. I'm never going to get on here and say something that I can't back up, man. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy, man. That's not me. I understand a lot of people BS on this internet. I put my face on this. I put my reputation on this. People recognize me in public. They won't recognize me over no bullshit. They're going to recognize me over the real shit, man. If I ever go to jail, I ain't going to jail for no petty shit. I'm going to jail for real shit, man. It's time out for all the petty stuff. Right here, if you could look in your Bible, Malachi chapter 4, and I would give you time to get there. Malachi chapter 4, we're going to start at verse 5. When y'all got it, somebody say got it. We gonna pretend we in church. Huh? And I ain't got no offering tray to pass around. But we gonna pretend we in church. Ushers, when you got it. Moderators, ushers, when you got it. Somebody say got it. Malachi chapter 4, we're gonna start at verse 5. I'm gonna make this make sense because evidently y'all read this, but you don't understand it. You're not taking it in. You're not taking it in. Malachi chapter 4, verse 5. And it says, behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. Before the coming and great and dreadful day of the Lord. Who is the Lord? Who is the Lord? So Elijah was already said to be the last prophet to come before the coming of who you know as the Lord, Jesus. It was predestined to be Elijah. Let me start again. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord, and he will turn the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the hearts of the children to their fathers, lest I come strike the earth with a curse. And it's funny that John the Baptist said the same thing, and they asked him, was he Elijah? And he said, no, I'm a voice crying out in the wilderness. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying that when Jesus was on the cross, he didn't cry out, Eli, Eli, which is short for Elijah. and translated, my God, my God. Now tell me John the Baptist was the last prophet born before Jesus. Tell me that John the Baptist didn't introduce Jesus. Tell me. They just erased Elijah right here and nobody noticed. Nobody noticed. He was turned into a white man named John the Baptist. And all throughout the gospel, they stay asking John the Baptist, are you Elijah? Are you the one? Are you Elijah? No, I'm a voice crying out in the wilderness. Now, if you know your Bible, you know I'm not lying. And it's short for Elijah. What do you call people that? Okay, black people, black people, black people. If your name is Elijah, what do we call you for short? We talk about the book of Eli all the time. What is Eli short for? What is Eli short for? Elijah. The same way Rob is short for Robert. The same way Pam is short for Pamela. There was more than one Jesus in the Bible. Jesus was traded for Jesus in the Bible. What the hell do you think Barabbas' first name was? Barabbas, Barabbas, however you pronounce it. What do you think his first name was, ladies and gentlemen? Dick is not short for Robert. That's what you perverts like to be called. Ain't nobody in their right mind like to be called Dick. That's that perv stuff, Alicia. That's what them pervs like to be called. You know what I'm saying? Look, my son's name is Elijah. You're right about that. Thank you. Tell it to the hater that was just telling me that they wasn't short for that. Tell it to the hater that was just telling me it wasn't short for that. Yeah, that's what Caucasians do. That's what Caucasians do. They think Unc mean uncool, when Unc is actually short for uncle. I'm not reading any comments that don't come in from my moderators. From this point on, I'm making money. Super chats, cash apps, anything, I'll read your comments. If you want your comments noticed, I'll read it when you put some color on it. Other than that, no. I'm not mad. I have no reason to be mad. How do you get dick from Richard? You get rich from Richard. I know a brother right now, I call him Rich, and his name is Richard. John was not the reincarnation of Elijah. See what I mean when I say they turned a black man into a white man and nobody noticed? So just because Jesus and the archangel both confirmed that John the Baptist was Elijah, was in the spirit of Elijah, that's supposed to cure the curiosity. That settles it. That settles it. That settles it. That settles it. Because that also tells me that if John the Baptist was born in the spirit of Elijah, then that means when John the Baptist was beheaded and Jesus didn't save his first cousin, John the Baptist, when John the Baptist was beheaded, then that was actually Elijah dying a physical death. When the hell did John the Baptist die a physical death? I know about Elisha and Elijah, and I know about all of that. Second Kings, I know about all of that. That's what I'm saying. White people say dick. But black people, when we say rich, richer, it's rich. It's rich. That's what I'm trying to tell you. White people say dick. If a black person name is William, we call him Will, not Bill. If his name is Billy, we'll call him B or we'll call him Bill. And thank you, Coffee Cups. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That's what white people do. let's touch on some more stuff. There's a lot to cover in little time, and I'm in no hurry. I'm in absolutely no hurry. There was one. Where is it? Now, I also want y'all to hear
Who opens the door?
what happened to this
This is America's largest healthcare.
I want y'all to hear what happened to this black child going into this store just needing to use a restroom. Okay? Because this is the country we live in. This is the Christian country we live in. All right?
Educated.
Covista.
The talent to transform healthcare.
Whether it's early morning or late at night, injuries can happen at any moment.
And when they do, we're ready to fight like hell for you.
You
went somewhere else. The hell with that dream.
Fair use, educational purposes, and this is how black people need
If
to
your
stand
car
up.
is getting up in years, stop by Tires Plus for 10% off service on any vehicle 10 years or older with our decade discount. Because cars that have been around the block deserve experienced expert care. Tire.
What this gas station employee did to this.
Philip Scott, Africa Diaspora News Channel. This is how black people need to learn to stand up, man. This is how we need to learn to stand up right here. Right here. And y'all know how I always give y'all empowering speeches. Sometimes I give you a Malcolm X speech every day. I got a speech ready for you tonight too. By some, I listen, we're gonna do this, man. We're gonna find this empowerment, and my eye is irritating me. Oh, my eye is irritating me.
Black child is not only ridiculous, but what I have talked about a lot on this platform about how people bring their culture from their homeland. Now, Dr. Candace Matthews and Quanell X had got word of a gas station here in the Houston area that would not allow a black child to go and use the restroom, teenager to be exact. And what they end up doing was telling the child, you can't use the restroom here. You got to go outside like you are some sort of animal. Well, the child couldn't help himself and actually did go outside. And when the child went outside, the employee, guess what the employee did, ladies and gentlemen? The employee actually went out there outside, took video and pictures of someone underage. Then he took the video and pictures and showed the other kids that come in from the school the pictures and video. Then on top of that, which is horrible and a crime in itself, he printed out one of the pictures and posted it on the gas station window. So when employees come in and the customers come in, you can see this child and what he's doing outside. Understand? Now, this kind of stuff happens in a lot of their homeland, where they from. Because I told you they bring that culture with them. They don't leave that culture at the airport. They bring it here. So they got to get a status correction here. Because when people do something like that, for most Americans, that would be heinous, right? Say, what in the hell are you doing? Well, we don't do that here. We just don't. That is a foreign culture to us completely. Now, so when Dr. Matthews and Quanell X got word of that, they had to pull up over there. So let's go ahead. I want to go ahead and show you, what happened with that situation. And Dr. Matthews end up speaking to the owner of that particular establishment. So let's go ahead on and play this.
Put grandma in. Come on, grandma.
Sir?
This camera.
Where's the owner? I don't want no damn card. Where's the owner? Sir? Yeah, I don't want no business card. I want the owner. How you doing, brother?
I know.
You shouldn't spend one goddamn dollar in this store.
I shouldn't spend nothing. I won't spend nothing.
What this
They got some
store
pedophile
is
activities going on.
exploiting a young black child. embarrassing a young black child and told a black child that they could not use the restroom to go and do in the back. And then these no good bastards recorded that child and then took the video and showed it to all of the kids leaving the school, our babies leaving school, and they showed them a video of one of their classmates poo-pooing, embarrassing this young brother.
They would not let the child do number 2 in their restroom. The child had to go bad, couldn't hold his bowels. The child actually had to poop outside. They took pictures, videos, and showed people. They dehumanized our babies, our future. You understand what I'm saying? And we can't stand up. We too indoctrinated. We got too much love for Christ. Huh? Do these people have love for Christ? Are these people taking it easy on you? Are these people turning the other cheek? Are they? Do they change the way they treat you because it's 2026? Don't worry, I'll wait.
And treat him like he's less than a human. I want the owner.
Yeah, I'm not using this no more. I go get your money back.
I don't need no lawyers.
No, get your money back.
I don't need no
Get your refund. Get your money back.
Where is the owner?
I need it.
Where is the owner?
I don't care. Get your money back.
Are you the owner? Where's the owner? Because we ain't gonna make no more goddamn money today. Where's the owner?
And give him.
And if y'all can't tell who that voice is, that is Brother Quanell X. I was waiting to see if somebody's going to pick up on that strong black voice. That is Brother Quanell X. Brother Quanell X does not play. Brother Quanell X does not play. See, I don't want Ben Crump. You can give me Brother Quanell X. I don't want MLK Jr. You can give me Brother Quanell X. I don't want Al Sharpton. You can give me Brother Quanell X. I don't want homosexual out of the closet gay President Barack Obama. You can give me Quanell X.
His refund too.
Where's the owner?
What kind of Epstein stuff y'all got going on?
Do you realize that video is pornographic? That video is sexual in nature? That is a crime?
That's a damn crime.
I want the owner. We ain't making no more money today.
None. We're gonna shut this whole thing down. Give him his money back.
Don't none of y'all spend no money.
Don't spend no money in here.
Don't spend another damn dime in your store.
Refund his tap for this Arizona. Go get your refund, brother.
Yeah, get your refund.
You ain't paid. Give him his money back.
I'll buy you one somewhere else. Get your refund.
Refund.
I'll buy you one somewhere else. The hell with that drink.
You ain't buying nothing from this old Epstein Island gas station they got going on.
Okay, you don't work here. I couldn't take to my brother. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sister. You're welcome.
Did you cruise and take a poop? And then these dirty damn devils
recorded it.
And then when all the kids was coming from school, that man behind the counter was showing all the kids, the boy defecating in his nakedness, making mockery of him. Now the boy, when he went to school, they made mockery of this kid. They bullied this kid because these no good, dirty bastards who are not from our community.
That poor child. That is almost worse than just putting him in a chokehold and putting a firearm to his head. That poor child is traumatized the rest of his life. Imagine if they were still making postcards of things like that and sending it out. Imagine if they put us on postcards when they was lynching us and castrating us and blackfacing us. Imagine how this teenager feels right now. Imagine, y'all. Imagine. But we'll fight each other. We'll argue over Jesus. But look what we're going through as a core, as a group of people. It never ceases to amaze me. This stuff never stops. And we can never look at the bigger picture. We always got to look on the divisive end of things. We don't see the bigger picture. Come together, support one another, stand up for one another. It's always the stupid, petty stuff that seems to intervene and keep us from doing what we need to do as a people to protect us as a people. We don't even treat us as a people like a damn people. Come on, man. This is a child. A child. A strange black child can darn near knock on any black person's door and say, excuse me, I was almost home, but I can't make it. Can I use your restroom? We gonna let that child in. We might watch him a little closer. We don't know him. But we gonna let that child in. You send this child out back, take pictures of him and videos, and you pick on him. You pick on him. You humiliate him. This child cannot go to school. If they are sending counselors to a school the day after a school is assaulted in a public shooting, if they are sending counselors to consult the children, who was there to consult this child the day he got picked on? I just want to know. I just want to know. Excuse me, y'all.
Who don't give a damn about black people? Dehumanize a child like that. He thought it was funny. The man thought it was funny. Don't you spend a dime in this store. We should not give our money to people who have such little respect for us as a people.
That's right.
Go somewhere else until this man is fired. The one that did this, don't spend a penny in this store. How could we? We appreciate your support, but don't give him $1. Because when you give him your $1 and that man is still working here, what you're saying to these people is, it's okay with us.
It's good, but the reason why that we wanted to speak with you, because like I said, when we pull up, even myself, when I pull up on businesses or anything of that matter, right? I want to talk to the owner first because I want to know what's your plan.
The sister speaking, that is Candace Matthews, if anyone is familiar with her. So this is Brother Quanell X, and this is Candace Matthews. If one gets hurt, especially a child, everyone should feel it, like the small hats. Exactly. We know they don't care about their children. We see that these Epstein victims are grown now and still can't get justice. We want justice for ours. See, that's what I bring to the table on this platform. I'm not racist, but if no one else is going to speak up for us, if no one else is going to tell our truth, our side, our story, damn it, I'll lay it all on the line. But I'm not doing that for indoctrinated cowards. I'm not doing that for people who can't see beyond their fear, to know when fear is being used against them, to keep them dormant, to keep them stagnant, to keep them lost, to keep them blind, to keep them inactive, y'all. That's what it is. It's about speaking up for us. Who else is going to do it? Who else is going to do it if we don't do it? Mainstream media, they just want to dehumanize us. Oh, a picture of a black man in a mugshot. That's all they need. A reason to blame us. Who's telling our side? Who's maintaining our innocence? Who's showing them exactly who they are? I'm holding up that mirror showing them exactly who they are, and they don't like their reflection, just like any other vampire you've ever seen. That is my premises. You almost have to respect that in a way, because you respect it when it's Nick Fuentes. You respect it when it was Charlie Kirk. You respect it when it's Tim Walsh. You respect it when it's Tim Pool. You respect it when it's Steven Crowder. You respect it. So just like that, you have to respect this as well.
Action. What is it have you done? What is it that you did in regards to what your employee did, right? So I try to give you that opportunity to let us know what is it that you have in place. You see what I'm saying? By you not showing up, by you not calling us, at least letting us know, hey, I'm in Cleveland. Hey, I can set up something with you at this time. That would have been perfect to, do it like that. But it looked real disrespectful.
Now, I think she's talking to the store owner.
See what I'm saying? And that's why we did what we did. But my thing is this right here. So my question to you, what did you do with this employee?
He was terminated before the story broke the news.
Okay.
Tuesday morning, 7 o'clock.
Okay.
He was terminated.
Okay. And I'm pleased with that. Hey everyone, it's Dr. Candace Matthews, national renowned human civil rights activist, advocate, author, and also the minister of the New Black Panther Nation for politics. So we got a chance to meet with the owner today, and basically the owner gave us plans of action that they're going to be putting in place. The owner also shared with us that he fired that employee the day before it even broke with the news. So we got all of this information, okay? So at this point right now is that I'm pleased with this. However, but I did share my concern in regards to, hey, this is what your employee did. Your employee showed this video to the children. You know, this employee did a lot of egregious things, and then also putting his picture on the damn store. So the owner was not in agreement with none of that. The owner made it very clear that he fired this man off top before it even hit the news. So like I told the owner, at the end of the day, when we wanted to talk to you, you should have came out here that day. And if you would have came out here that day, this stuff would have been alleviated. But the owner didn't know how, you know, what we was on. You know, you did with Black Panthers, you know what I'm saying? We're going to surround your place. I get it. But the main thing is, we got the plan of action. We got everything put in place. I don't have an issue now. So right now, moving forward, we're not going to have that issue again. And I'm going to put this out to any.
I just wanted to show what Black unity looks like. I wanted to show how we can stand up for the cause and unify if we choose to. This should be us all the time. All the time. I had some more things lined up, but I want to go straight directly to the empowerment source. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give me a second.
Get the black man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stokely Carmichael, Kwame Ture or Kwame Ture, 1971. Listen.
Must talk about these three major problems.
Oh, it's too
and
low.
The ideology must.
Let me see if I can find another one. That one's too low. That was too low. Let me see if I can find another one. That was too low. I'm going to see if I can find another one. A little louder stream. All of his speeches seem to be low for some reason. Let's see.
Now we have two psychological battles that we're fighting against white folks. We won one. They told us that we should hate Malcolm X, and we dumped that, thank God. Now the second battle that we're now fighting is whether or not we will have the right to use the terms to decide how our movement is going to go. They don't want us to use black power. I got news for them.
And they felt that way about Black Lives Matter. They felt that way about the Black Panthers. They felt this way about this is how they came up with COINTELPRO. These are the reasons they came up with COINTELPRO. They felt that way about Malcolm X. They felt that way about Martin Luther King. Anytime Black people rise up and unify, these are the things that happen. Now, this is 1969 with Stokely Carmichael, saying the same thing. Saying the same thing.
Because what black power was supposed to do was to start bringing black people together under a slogan that everyone understood. But what in fact is done is it's organized white people and their Negro allies. Now, we have to talk about the rebellion in Chicago. And we have to say, you see, Richard Daley, baby, don't you put none of our boys in jail and charge them with treason, because you deserve to be charged with treason. You deserve to be charged with treason, because anytime you force people to live that way, you deserve to be charged with treason. You are guilty, not us. You are guilty, not us. Yes, we have to start putting the blame where it belongs. We got to stop saying we lazy, because baby, it's our sweat that built this country while they ride around in
Same thing. Did y'all catch that? We got to stop saying we lazy because they use our blood, sweat, and tears to build this nation while they rode around what? Start putting accountability where it's supposed to go. Did we catch what Brother Stokely Carmichael was putting down just then? Did we catch that? Did we catch that?
You are guilty, not us. You are guilty, not us. Yes, we have to start putting the blame where it belongs. We got to stop saying we lazy, because baby, it's our sweat that built this country while they ride around in We have to stop saying that we are apathetic, because I'm going to define that word for you. Apathy means that you won't work on a program that I tell you will help you. Because baby, when college students leave a good job and go to Mississippi to organize their people, that ain't hardly apathy. And when people get together in what? And in Chicago and organize the rebellion, that ain't hardly apathy.
That's facts.
Now, these liberal congressmen got up the other day on television and they said to the North Vietnamese.
I'm sorry it's so low, y'all. I'm doing the best I can. My apologies. This is old footage. It's going to go in and out. We're just doing the best we can.
Now, listen, fellas. We have been for you all the time, but now if you met we have been for you all the time, but if you mess with our racist fellas, we're going to have to take care of you. That's what he was saying. That's what church was saying.
Yeah, it's way too low. It's way too low. Y'all can look up those Stokely Carmichael speeches. You can look up the Malcolm X speeches. I often revisit even Muhammad Ali's speeches. You know, I bounce around these speeches because I want to feel empowered. I want to be empowered. I want the spirit of the ancestors upon me. I want the same energy, the same courage, the same intellect they had upon me, because it's still the same fight and it's still the same people and the same race of people, and we still have work to do, ladies and gentlemen. We're always going to have work to do, and as they say in the country, we got to get her done. We have to get her done. Being at each other's throats about religion, succumbing to religion, lying dormant when it's time to rebuke the hatred and fight against the opposition. You know what I mean? Thank you, Nisi. Thank you, thank you. You know, but it's time. Okay, Dr. Khalid Muhammad. There we go. It's just time, y'all. It is still the same bloodline struggling, trying to make it through. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. So if our ancestors didn't play that, we shouldn't be playing that either. We shouldn't be playing that either. If our ancestors demanded that respect in spite of everything and they weren't free, or they were just now getting free because the Civil Rights Act, the Civil Rights Movement was 1964, 1965, you know, so this wasn't too long after that, but they were still against the opposition. And they were still speaking up, and they were still gathering and organizing. And we can't do that because Christianity and everything else stands in the way, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? It stands in the way. We can't get the job. These people sat to a table and agreed long enough to come up with white supremacy. Even some of the people they once exercised their white supremacy on were still their opposition. The Italians, the Asians, the Irish, they did the same thing to them, the Jewish, and then let them in to get their numbers up against us. They sat to the table that long to come up with a system that'll work this long, and we can't come to the table and group up and link up and come with a plan to unify. We in trouble. We are in trouble. We are in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Nisi says, "You're welcome, bro. You got that. I'm here with you. I feel you and I feel the pain. We going to make it. We going to wake up. We going to get it done." You know what I mean? We have to. We have other generations behind us that depend on us the way we depended on generations before us. We wouldn't have the freedoms and the liberties that we have right now if it wasn't for generations ahead of us doing the work. So now we're just gonna lay down and let generations behind us suffer because we're on vacation, we're in retirement mode, we're tired of fighting, nothing's gonna work. Are you kidding me right now? But you will look your child in the face and tell your child you love them and you want what's best for them? Are you kidding me right now? It's okay for our children to be treated this way? You want your children going through the same thing that you went through? Did you want to go through the same thing your parents went through? No. So we have a job to do, whether we like it or not, and whether they like it or not. And you know who I mean by they. If they are going to stick together, if they are going to benefit from this, if they are going to continuously, if they're going to play this game, then we need to master the game. Play a mirror match, lock the board up. I play chess. If I'm playing against somebody and I know I can't beat you, you know what? Here's a mirror match. Every move you make, I'm gonna make the same move, and I'm gonna see if you can beat yourself. If not, we're gonna lock the board up, and no one's gonna be declared a winner. If you know chess, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's called a mirror match. And that's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. So with that being said, I appreciate everyone's time. I appreciate everyone who hit that subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are on all so that you get alerts anytime that we're uploading content to this channel or going live or anything like that. Thank you to everyone who found it genuine in their hearts, you know what I'm saying, and peacefully in their hearts and unselfishly in their hearts to give and contribute tonight to the message. We've got to get better at that too, because truthfully, that's why I don't go live a lot. I'm burning at least 3 or 4 lights in here for hours, collectively talking to my people, trying to empower them. Y'all know FPL just spiked these rates by 7%. By 7%. So if I can't afford to do this, I'm not going to do this. And I'm not doing this for me. I have the information. I am who I am. I want to see my people wake up. I want to see my people know the truth. You know what I'm saying? I want to see my people get it. I want to see my people in power again, like those Black Moors were from 711 AD up until 1492. And that's why they don't talk about them in the history books, y'all. They're not going to give you that Black empowerment. We've got to give it to ourselves. And we can't ask them for it. We've got to demand it. We've got to demand it. We've got to demand it. They're not going to give you anything. You've got to demand it. When they figure out how we move and how serious we are, then the ball is in their court and we'll see how they answer. But until we give them a reason to answer, hell, I wouldn't do it for us either, because we've got so long to go. We've got to prove that we can unify, we can stand together. We got to prove that we can be unmoved, unscathed, unbothered. And we can't do that being religious. Yes, yes, learn the knowledge of the legal system. Yes, because we are catching more harsher sentences than white people who are committing the same, breaking the same laws and committing the same infractions. Yes, that's what leads to mass incarceration. Yes, yes. Black people, y'all are studying saying y'all don't like politics. you better learn politics. You better learn to love it because it affects us. It affects us. That's why I let you hear the whole thing about the Democratic Party tonight. And that's why they're always coming in assuming just because we're black, we're Democrat, we're liberals. I'm not saying go join a conservative party. It's a two-headed snake. I'm saying get the kahunas to start your own, run independent, fund, and finance your candidate so that they feel comfortable working for you and granting whatever demands you have. You want those reparations, you're going to have to pay a politician to be brave enough to go in front of Congress and petition Congress for those reparations. But you've got to pay it forward. It's not just going to happen. And that's what I'm telling you about even making money on this live stream. You have to pay it forward. And a lot of us don't do that. So I appreciate everyone who gave tonight out of the kindness of their hearts. I appreciate everyone who comes in. I appreciate all the moderators, the tribe, for doing the work, dealing with the trolls and the vampires. I appreciate everyone for taking time out of their day. You know what I'm saying? Pamela, I have no idea what you're talking about, but I do hope that you get it resolved. If it's anything on my end I can do, let me know. Let me know, okay? I don't want to keep anything that belongs to someone else. I know that you were doing me, you know what I'm saying? Good faith. So let me know. And if you need to email me, GEDDI1977 @gmail.com. Okay? If you need to get in touch with me about anything, right there. All right? If you need to get in touch with me about anything, any discrepancy, any of that, let me know, okay? Let me know because I appreciate you helping me. I'm not trying to hurt your sister. All right. This is the time in the video to where I tell everyone, get your one-on-one, get your one-on-one, get your one-on-one with the real, true, indigenous, spiritual Most High, man. Believe in yourself the way you believe in religion, man. Get up and move for yourself the way you want Jesus to get up and move for you, man. And watch how things change with you, right down to your confidence, man. Just try it. Try the God in you for once. You know what I mean? Try self-empowerment, man. Try knowing that you do have the power and you don't have to wait on anyone to save you because you were granted the powers at birth to save yourself. All right? That's what it is, y'all. It's a balance of the good and the bad in you. God's consciousness. That's what it is, y'all. Y'all stay prayed up, stay blessed up, stay meditated up, stay protected, stay real, stay conscious, stay uncut. Be inspired, be great, be you. And Nisa, I know I'm tearing your name up, but I'm feeling you. I like you. All praises to the Most High. That sounds good to me. That's how I talk. I don't like the God talk because there's many gods, but the Most High, the Most High, the Most High. You know what I mean? I like that. I'm feeling you. I hope to see you back. Everyone, subscribe, pick up your membership package. Go over to sageamore.com. Once you pick up your membership package, register by your YouTube name over there, get your perks, hit the subscribe button, make sure your notification bell is on all. We're going to continue to cook. We're going to continue to cook. All right. Love and protection to you too. Love and protection to you too. I like you too. I'm going to holler at you in your email. That's what's up. I look forward to hearing from you. All right, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Black First, Foundation Americans. You know what I'm saying? Let nothing disturb you. Let nothing move you. Let nothing distract you. We have work to do. So what? They're bitter about it. In order to get change, you got to make people uncomfortable at some point. Speak your truth because they're not going to speak it for you. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, as you lay down to rest tonight, rest in power so you can wake up empowered. I'm going to tell you again, as you lay down to rest tonight, lay down and rest in power so you can rise empowered. Ashe, ladies and gentlemen, stay black, stay conscious.